Hi everyone. It's time for another list. I found this one. It was on Smooth Radio, the 100 greatest songs of the 70s ranked. And I haven't looked at the list at all yet. Of course, a band like Sparks, one of my favorite bands, won't be on the list. But the 70s were, the Beatles, of course, in the 60s. But besides that, I think the 70s for me was the greatest decade for music. And so let's go and I'll let you know the songs I am familiar with. Hopefully, I know quite a few of them. Here we go. And I'd love your thoughts on, what's missing or what you think of this list also. Well, first song, I don't know it. Of course, I know Roxy Music, some other music, but Dance Away, I've never heard. Crazy Horses, that is a great song. And I think the Osmonds are kind of, you know, made fun of a little bit, Donny Osmond, Marie Osmond. But you just have to admit, I have to admit, they were a talented, or are a talented family. And Crazy Horses is a pretty heavy song. I love it. A lot of, I think Ozzy Osbourne says it's one of his all time favorite songs. And first time I heard it on the radio, I thought it was Led Zeppelin. So props to the Osmonds. Yeah, great. Glenn Campbell, uh, Rhinestone Cowboy. I always love that song. And the documentary, I forget the name of it at the moment, but the documentary on Glenn Campbell, if you've never seen that, I highly recommend you do. It's very moving. He was such a great guitarist and artist. Yeah, The Clash, London Calling. I love The Clash. I have all of their albums. Great song, The Temptations, Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Yeah, Play That Funky Music. That was a big hit in the mid 70s. Supertramp, The Logical Song. My favorite album of theirs is Crime of the Century, but back in the day, I don't care for it as much now, but when it came out, I really liked The Logical Song. Yeah, the Bee Gees, Night Fever. I like 60s Bee Gees and 70s Bee Gees. Hopelessly Devoted to You. Yeah, Olivia Newton-John. Not really my kind of music, but talented artist. Great song, Killing Me Softly with his song. Roberta Flack. Comfortably Numb. Great song. Cats in the Cradle. I remember that one. That was a good one. It's nice that I know most of these songs. Freebird, of course. I know some people say it's overplayed on the radio, but growing up, I never really listened to the radio very much. So when I do hear Freebird, it still sounds pretty fresh to me. Yeah, Born to Run, one of Bruce's best songs. Never get tired of hearing it. Boom, Dylan, the great Tangled Up in Blue. Roxanne, I'm not a big fan of the Police, but Roxanne is a great song. Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have? Yep. The Buzzcocks, that's a pretty good song. Not one of my favorites, but yeah, sweet. I think, starting out, they were doing songs written by what is it? Yeah, Chin and Chapman. But in later years, they started playing on their own albums, writing their own songs. They were a great live band back in the 70s. And the Ballroom Blitz is a great rock song. Not familiar with this, but it's from War of the Worlds. I think I might have done a song reaction on my Patreon for it, but that was quite a while back. And I think I did like it, but I don't remember it now. But I love the Moody Blues. Yeah, My Sharona. It's kind of sad that they're only really known for that one song or a couple of songs, but I think they were a pretty underrated band, the Knack. Slade, yeah, I was never a big fan of Slade. Of course, they were huge in the UK, but not so much in Canada and the States. Yep, John Denver. Really, he was just so big in the 70s. Not really my kind of artist, but once again, very talented. Yeah, Bread. Just great pop music. Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Yep, Ian Dury and the Blockheads. Yeah, I prefer early Chicago, the first few albums. And then they went in a more pop direction. But still, it's good pop music, but not something I would want to listen to. The great Michael Jackson, yeah, Rock With You, that's a great song. Good Times, that's a great song. Barry White, You're the First, the Last, My Everything. Let Your Love Flow, yeah, the Bellamy Brothers. Cars, that's a great song by Gary Newman. I don't, you have to wonder, like, how do you rank these songs? But it is, I've done a lot of rankings. I guess, it's just fun to do. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye, 20th Century Boy, T-Rex. My favorite album of theirs is The Slider. Billy Joel, I'm not a really big fan of, but back in the day, I did like Piano Man. Yeah, The Great Carole King, It's Too Late. SOS, ABBA. I like ABBA. A Horse with No Name, yeah. The first time, hearing that on the radio in the 70s, I think a lot of people thought it was Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. September, I'm not sure if I know that song. Yeah, The Hollies, The Air That I Breathe. My favorite of theirs is Long Cool Woman in a Short Dress, in a black dress. Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult. I'm a huge Blue Oyster Cult fan. It's great that, this song is so popular and Burning for You and Godzilla, but I think they're just so underrated. They have so many great songs. Yeah. But that is, a superb song, of course. Yeah, Layla. Kind of surprised. Yeah, I think it would be a little higher. Tiny Dancer. Elton John was, of course, all over the radio in the 70s. The Isley Brothers, Summer Breeze. Not sure if I know that one. Yep. David Bowie, big David Bowie fan. Love Starman. Love Elvis Costello. Although Oliver's Army might not, I don't know. I find it a little annoying, I guess. But You're So Vain, yeah, big song. Not familiar with Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. I know some Carpenter songs, but if I heard it, I'd say, oh yeah, that song. But just from the title, it doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac, they were huge, of course. Great song. I wonder what number one will be. Maybe Stairway to Heaven? Yeah, Free, All Right Now, great song. Yeah, Dr. Hook, they were a pretty fun, entertaining band. Sylvia's Mother, cover of the Rolling Stone. The Great Gordon Lightfoot, yeah. I think that song could be higher. Yeah, Father and Son, great song. Bee Gees with another great song, How Deep Is Your Love? What a Fool Believes. Yeah, that's when Michael McDonald came on board. I preferred the earlier albums by the Doobie Brothers. I Will Survive. Great song, great message, too. Video Killed the Radio Star, the very first video ever played on MTV. Very catchy. The Great Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Lean on Me, Bill Withers, great. Knowing Me, Knowing You. Yeah, Without You. Love Nilsson. Probably one of the best vocal performances ever. And of course, it was originally by Badfinger. Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, Pink Floyd. There's Stairway to Heaven at 39. That's kind of surprising it's that low. Prince, I Want to Be Your Lover. Yeah. My Sweet Lord from the great album All Things Must Pass. Rocket Man, love that song. Yeah, Wings, Live and Let Die. Followed by another Paul McCartney song, Band on the Run. Somebody to Love by Queen is great. I've heard that, but not really too much of a fan of it. That's kind of, I don't know. It's not one of my favorite Beatles songs, and I don't see it being above a lot of these songs. Yeah, especially Stairway to Heaven. Killer Queen, that's a classic. American Pie. Yeah, Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights. Great song by James Taylor. Okay, that's a little better. Let It Be, the Beatles. Maggie May. Commodores, Easy with Lionel Richie. Yeah, when that came out, it just sounded so unique and fresh. Yeah, Blondie was great. Heart of Glass. Yep, Donna Summer, I Feel Love. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Great songs here. Dreams. Yep, Sweet Caroline. Neil Diamond, what a talent. So many great songs. I don't know about that being so high. Don't Stop Me Now. Life on Mars, David Bowie. Bill Withers again with Ain't No Sunshine. Great song. Jolene. Yeah. Number 15. Yeah. Definitely one of the best songs from the 70s. Production, everything about it. I'm Not in Love. Superstition, Stevie Wonder. You think you'd have more than one Stevie Wonder song. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Okay. Maybe number one will be Michael Jackson's song. Jerry Rafferty, yeah, Baker Street. Yeah, so I probably know 90% of these songs or more. Go Your Own Way, probably along with The Chain, my favorite song on Rumors. Imagine, that's a good choice for the top 10. Heroes, that's a good choice. Oh yeah, so that would be 1970, yeah. That could even be number one for me. Oh, the Bee Gees again, Staying Alive. Yeah. The Eagles aren't one of my favorite bands, but it is a great song. Very overplayed, though. Mr. Blue Sky, ELO. Yeah. Your Song, that's a good choice. Number 2. Yep. Bohemian Rhapsody. So what would be number 1? We'll find out now. Here we go. ABBA Dancing Queen. I don't know. I wouldn't have that at number 1, but it was a pretty popular song and still is today. So, but yeah, I would love your thoughts. And what's missing from this? Sparks, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us. A number 2 hit in the UK in 1974. So thanks for watching. And as always, please remember to leave a comment and like the video. And make sure you're subscribed. Please. Thank you. Bye.